welcome back to 4th of July invitation help file. This is chapter 3, editing the file in Adobe InDesign. In this chapter, we'll talk about editing the text and the colors within the template. So let's get started. My name is Maria. I'm a graphic designer and I'll be your guide throughout this tutorial. Now, once we open up the InDesign, and for the purposes of this tutorial, I'll be working in CS 5.5 version. The minimum version of InDesign that you can work with is CS4. And if we open up the InDesign file, you'll see two types, InDesign markup file and InDesign documents. InDesign documents are created for version CS 5.5 and above. Newer versions, if you have CS4 or CS5, use the InDesign markup. Okay, so we're just gonna drag our file directly to the work area here, and it's open. So on the pages, we can see we have one page. We have 4 layer groups with text, frame, flag cover, and flag. And of course, we don't have any links because everything is created within the InDesign template. So let's start with editing the text. The easiest thing to do is select the text frame, double click on it, and simply type in your own text. Now, if you want to make this, let's say, small caps, all caps, you can do and play with it. Of course, for any font type related changes, we need to open up window, type in tables, we'll open the character panel, and here we can change, let me just get this back in place. Here we can change not only the font type, we can change the style. Of course, when it comes to the fonts, you can select your own, you can work with the default one, we can change the size, kerning, and everything else. So all of that is done within the characters panel. When it comes to changing the color of the fonts, we are going to change the colors through swatches panel. But just to show you an example, let's say we just want to change this one. We don't want to change the entire graphic style of this template. We just want to change this Monday to be, let's say, red. If you just simply select the text frame and then select the blue color, the red color, you see what's going to happen. It's not actually going to make the text red, but the frame is going to be red. So let me just remove that. And in order to change just the text, right here below the foreground and the background color, you have this little T. You have to press that one, select it, and once you do, now you can change just the color of the text. Okay, now let's say we want to change the entire template colors. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you see this like funky little outlines on your template, that's because the frame edges have been activated. So you can go to hide frame edges, and you can see the template without the frame edges active. So let's say we want to change the color scheme. Let's say that instead of this red, we want to have some blue. Double click on the swatch, and once you do, you can not only change your colors here. Let's make this some bluish color, as you can see, but we can change the color mode. So we can select one of the, for instance, Pantone colors, and if I change it, it's going to change accordingly. Okay, and the great thing about changing the colors in this way is that they're going to be changed here in the swatch because they have been created from these colors. So once you change the base color, it will also change in the gradient color. Okay, that was it. We've just changed the colors and the text. One more thing, before you send this to be printed, like any other template, make sure to select all the text, go to type, and create outlines. And once you've done that, this is not an editable text anymore. These are basically the outlines of the text, and we're going to save this file as outline file. And my recommendation, instead of just sending this file, go to File, Package, package the entire project, and send it to your printer. Okay, that was it for chapter 3. If you have any questions regarding this template, please don't hesitate to send me an email, and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter. Bye!